Alright, here's a fun problem. Actually, we need to refresh the page there. Okay, so we got two rental car companies in town. And I'm getting on the phone here and I'm finding out which one's going to be my best bet that's going to minimize my cost. Okay, because that's what I want to do. I want to minimize my cost here. But it just says rental car company A charges $250 per week. So I need to get some ink going here. Hold on. Let's use this color here. Nah. Okay, sorry about that. While company B charges $150 per week plus 25 cents per mile. How many miles will you have to drive such that company B's cost exceeds company A's cost? So what's going to be my best bet here? I need to know what's the maximum number of miles I can drive, is what it boils down to. So I'm going to write two equations here. I'm going to write, let's see, we're going to write one equation here. We'll say this is company A, and it's just simply $250, and I'm just going for a week. Okay, so this is $250, let's say, and then company B, it's looking like $150 a week plus 25 cents a mile. So we're going to let X be the number of miles driven. So as you can see, if I only drive 1 mile, right, it's going to cost me what? $150.25. So what would be the better deal? This one or this one? Well, obviously this is going to be the better deal. I'm going to go over to company B and rent a car. So I need to know how many miles, what's the maximum number of miles that I can drive, you see, and that I can compare which one's going to be better. Because if I'm driving 600 miles, what's going to be better, company B or company A? So that's what we got to look at. So we're going to set this inequality up, and that is 150 plus 0.25x, okay, is greater than $250. Okay, because that's what we want to know. All right, we want to plug in all values of x such that this will be greater than 250. You see, we don't want it to exceed 250. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so we just solve for x. So take the 150 over. Minus 150. So 250 minus 150 is going to be 100. All right, multiply both sides by 1 over 0.25. That'll get those to cancel out. So now we're left with x is greater than. Now, how many times does 0.25 go into 100? I'd say probably quite a bit. Another way you can look at this, you know, we're just doing arithmetic now, but okay. And then flip that. 4 goes on top, 1 on bottom. 4 times 100 is 400. So as you can see here, if we have to drive over 400 miles, if I have to drive over 400 miles, what's going to be the better deal? Right? Obviously, that guy's going to be the better deal if x is greater than 400. Okay? If x is greater than 400. So in other words, any number greater than 400 here is going to make this true. You see? So if I drive 300 miles, obviously this is going to be the better deal here. Anything less than 400, right, or equal to 400. Like, for example, if I plug in 400 right here, all right, a quarter of 400 is 100, and 100 plus 150 is 250. So if I drive 400 miles, we're breaking even. It's not going to matter which car company I choose, right? I drive anything less than 400, then this is going to be my better deal right here, okay? So anything over 400, you want to choose, what did I say, this one here, anything less than 400, this guy here. Okay, so that's that's kind of like a real world problem, you know. That's definitely a real world problem. In fact, I've done this before. Okay, see you in the next problem.